Welcome everyone back to Nekopara episode 3, I believe. I know it's been a while, it's been a week. I'm sorry, just having my own life problems, so it doesn't concern you, don't worry about it. If I can start my timer, if I understand how to start my timer on my phone, there we go, now we can start. Don't expect me to remember any of the voices. I have a vague idea. So I forgot something. Hat off. I forgot the kitty ears. Almost forgot them. And here I thought that I could sort all this out if I just talk to Shigure. Shigure. Munch, munch, munch. Breakfast tastes good. Master's breakfast always tastes good. Meow. Chocola, there's some ketchup on your cheek. It's cutely artistic. I'll lick it off. Slurp, slurp. The cat girls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. These sandwiches incidentally contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce. With an over-easy fried egg With an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that, it was a simple meal. I can't fucking read this game, apparently. Breakfast is pretty much like this. You two are definitely going home today, okay? It's not fun having Chocola and Vanilla around, Master. Oh, she said it so happily. I was like, it's not a question. Chocola is a lot of fun, you know. With Chocola, it's a world-class level of fun. Master was really looking forward to it last night, too. To what? Stop with the deliberately misleading words. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. The eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand. What was that part needed? Just, yeah, with a sandwich in my hand, yeah. Will Chocolate being around cause problems for Master? She put her sandwich down on her plate. Shit's got serious. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly. Oh, I see. So that's how it really is. Her shoulders drooped more than before. Her ears, which sat atop her head, drooped downheartedly too. Mine can't do that. Chocolate. Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. Which looks better? This or this? Keeping them off. And dots. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup, as my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment. Besides, she's up very close. She's all up in my face. Besides, Chocola wants to be with Master. Her usually always perky ears were drooping. I can't even tell. Chocola was speaking clearly, under her own volition. If Chocola is here, then I am too. I think I want to be here. Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That. Understood? That? That what? Okay then. Sprite. Not another voice. I don't want to do another voice. I'm Earth Whirlwood. Thank you very much for your business. I'm here to deliver the tea set that you ordered. I'll bring it on into the bakery. That's her voice. This should be all the boxes. If everything looks to be in order, could you please sign this invoice? She smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked over the scales. I looked over the sales invoice I received once more. Dots. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered. Huh, is that so? Are you saying that these aren't the correct items? No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but... I looked over at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! Okay. If I was afraid... Why am I even bothering? Jesus Christ, I can't read. It was as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery. I'm sorry. I'll check with the main office right away. Could you give me a few moments? I suppose. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Because of an error on our part, it appears that another order got mixed in with yours. Imagine that you may be in need of these items right away, Mr. Minaduki? Minaduki. That's what it is. So if at all possible, it would be... if you would be able to accept this order. Accept this order. Huh? From all this? The mountain of cardboard boxes towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. And if I accepted it all, it would be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that need doing in my advance of the bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these. But it's going to take a while to deal with all of this. Of course, I would be more than happy to help. I have to make it to my next delivery after all. Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But to have it re-delivered would take double the effort, too. Hello. Stare. What's up with the screen? That's right, I have a lifeline. Meow meow, what is it? You've really saved me, cat girls. Thank you oh so very much. Well then, I'll be on my way. Huh, I'm exhausted. I glanced at the tableware we had finished organizing, lowered myself into a chair and relaxed my shoulders. Okay, we're going into the settings right now. Yep, I hear you talking there. I thought I've already turned that down. Never mind. I thought that was still at the max, so I was just like, that needs to be turned down. Master, here's some cold tea. Please enjoy it. Cold tea? Is that a thing? People drink cold tea? Thanks, Chocola. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the late meal tableware had arrived. Jesus. Bar wouldn't go away. Soon, I really had to get to the bakery. I had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find. And I really didn't need help this time. My ears are falling off, no! There. I should just, like, see if I can get them, like, on, though. No, I can't. I couldn't, like, glue them onto the headphones or something. I really need help this time. Stare. Praise me, praise me, praise me, praise me, praise me! I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocola. Yeah, it's almost as if she just yelled it out. She had a wide smile on her face, and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. She's like hunter stance, like gonna pounce you as soon as you say thanks. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you two. Yay! Vanilla, Master is praising us! Yay, yahoo! Yes, yes. It was worth it, watching me from the shadows. You did well. Chocola was helpful, right, Master? Right? Difficult for Master to work along, after all. Right? Right? Yes, yes. Assistance from a cat girl is definitely effective. If we weren't here, I imagine you'd still be sorting boxes. Probably. Hey, you two are getting a bit too close. They leaned forward towards me for emphasis. Hello there. I can get very close to my microphone. Obviously, anyone can get close to a microphone, but mine sounds really good when you get close. They lean towards me for emphasis. It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. But that's a different issue than the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay? Aren't they adult ones? Is that so? Chocola guesses it's no use then. Oh, she looks so sad. Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened. Since we're here anyways, Chocola guesses she'll go clean up. She looks so sad. Why you gotta be mean to Chocola? Character's an asshole. She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Dots. Chocola isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more with how What am I reading? Where am I getting these words from? It was all the more with how much she cared for me. Hi, Vanilla. What's up? Is that much of a bother for us to be here, Master? Are we bad cat girls? She spoke quietly, in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls, and that's why I can't have you stay here. Oh, if they were bad cat girls, they could stay. I see. We can't stay even though we aren't bad cat girls? It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. She blinked as she looked into my words. Why don't I ever have problems? This is the only game I have problems speaking with, right? There goes the ears again. It's a sign. She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me, and long and hard. Humans are hard to understand. Cat girls do not understand such things. If we like a human, we want to be near them. At the very least, that's how I feel. Vanilla, I will go check on Chocola. With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. Broke Master's cup. Let's just say the cup broke by itself. Oh no, Vanilla. Why am I tired? I got up only 3 hours ago. Huh, that takoyaki seller isn't here today. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home. Sorry, Vanilla. What was it called? Catnip? Sounds about right. That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit? Okay, maybe a little bit. No, Chocolate's fine. Sorry to worry you, Master. There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit? In that case, I'll go buy something to drink. Thanks. Something for everyone, okay? Understood. Leave it to me. I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. Some alone time with Chocola. Oh no. Dots. The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly. Chocola will go home. Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head. Wait. She answered clearly. Okay, that's what I thought I read. Gently rubbing Chocola's head. Is it alright if Chocola calls you sometimes, Master? Yeah. Would it be alright to go visit you as well, Master? Yeah. Master, will you be sure to think about us every day? Is it alright for Chocolate to still call you Master, even if Chocolate is far away from you? Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing, and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I can't bite both my lips. It just looks like, like I have no teeth. What the hell? I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will. You, Master. Let's let the game make the noises. Chocolate is sorry, Master. Is that what that sound, what is supposed to mean? How does this stay on? How does this stay on the cat? I don't know. I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could. You really are kind, aren't you, Master? I don't really think I'm kind at all. You said the same thing before, didn't you, Master? Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled. Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla were taken home by Master and Shugure-chan? Of course I remember that. I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was a cold day half a year ago. A cold half day a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies, and took them home with me. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. This is the fastest flashback ever. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home. We were scared back then because we were in an unfamiliar house with people and cat girls we didn't know. You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shugure. Yes, we really did make her worry. I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past. Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla had a fever too? Ah, I definitely do remember that. Like it was yesterday! Damn it, game. Oh, is this an actual... Oh, they look so cute. This is an actual flashback, though. It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain. No one had realized it that night, but we felt so much pain, anguish, and loneliness. We couldn't speak or move our arms or legs at all. All we could do was cry and cry as we kept hoping for anyone to come save us. And then... It's alright, I'm with you too, so don't worry. With your big warm hands, you gently rubbed our heads, Master. You kept saying, don't worry, as you stayed by our side. And continued to stroke and comfort both Chocolate and Vanilla. When morning came, you took us to the hospital. You were always by our side. We felt so anxious and helpless. It felt like it was all just lies to us. Back then, you said the same thing. That you didn't think you were being kind. But if Master hadn't saved us, Chocolate and Vanilla wouldn't be here now. Back then, if Master wasn't by our side, we still wouldn't be able to trust anyone. Thanks to Master, we were able to eat again. We were able to become friends with Shugure-chan and everyone else. That's why, from that day forward, Master became Chocola's master. It was that day forward that Chocola began loving her kind master, you know? I wished that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me. That's why when Chocola hears that Master won't be around anymore, Chocola couldn't do anything else but want to go with Master. So Chocola begged Shigure-chan. She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. But you hear that? We are out of time for today's episode. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.